Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to talk about how to create and sell AI reception. This is a hot offer right now. I actually did about like 50 cold calls today, and I saw that like 10 to 20 businesses were actually using this service, which is crazy. Like, it means demand is there, and people are actually looking for this service. And it's a no-brainer offer because these things answer the call 24/7. They book leads for you and they don't cost as much. Like for 297 a month you can get 24/7 reception. That's crazy. So I'm going to get into the wave. I'm going to start selling this as well, on top of doing walk-ins. So follow the journey on YouTube. So there's three components. Firstly, we're going to create a demo AI reception using GHL. I'll show you how to get that done. This is when businesses call and they can test it out, how the AI reception sounds, and they can see that it actually sounds pretty human and they can help their business. I'll show you the scripts and workflows I'm using right now, and follow-ups and targets. So we have a metrics here that we like to follow: 80 cold calls per day. That's the goal. We want to connect 25 to 35% of those people and see interest about 15 to 20% from the connection. And then we want to try to book 30 to 40% of interested leads and aim for a show up rate of 70 to 80%, which is high, but I'll show you how to get that. And then close about 25 to 35%. So if you can do that, follow the metrics, you'll be successful. So let's get to it. First, setting up the AI agent, which is the most important thing. When people call this agent, they want to see that it works. So here's the agent I built for demo. So State.io, my company name, AI reception demo. We're just going to call that. You can pick any voice, doesn't really matter. And then here is the prompt, what it says initially. Hey, this is live AI reception demo for local businesses. I can answer call 24/7, book appointments. So when business owner calls this, they see that, oh shoot, this is an actual reception, and it talks, and it understands them. What you want to do is make a agent goal. So you want to go here. Here's what you write. So it's kind of like a rules section where what the agents will follow. I created this using ChatGPT. I basically said to it, hey, give me a prompt that will make this AI agent talk to local businesses. Once they agree to a demo, I want them to see that it's professional. I want them to see that it books appointment. So ChatGPT gave me this. It works. It's really good. I tested it out. You can test it out yourself as well. But the goal is to know what your intention is with the agent, and you tell ChatGPT, and it will just create the, you know, like it says, not robotic, not salesy, not boring. Like it has, you can give it a personality basically. So once you're done that, you set it up with the number. So in GHL, if you want to get a phone number, what you want to do here is go on the settings, you go to phone systems. So yeah, you can add a number. I already have three numbers, but you can add phone number here. It will ask you to verify your identity. If you live in the US, you'll also have to go through the A2P verification. You can just YouTube how to verify that by, it'll basically ask for your like business number and things like that, which is really important. Text messaging on GoHighLevel, if you can get it verified properly, it's very powerful because most people check their text messages. So once you have that, I'll show you the script here. And the script, it's really about testing. Right now, this one, I haven't had too much luck on it, but what I'm getting is data. I know like if it's gonna work. I'm aiming to get, for every 100 calls, we want to get at least 2 to 3% conversion rate. That means at least 2 to 3 demos per 100 calls. The opening, you want to do a pattern interrupt. It should catch attention. It's the most important part of cold calling. The first 5 to 10 seconds. If it doesn't work, then you need to keep alternating that and making sure the hook actually hits. So right now I'm using this. Hey, doing just a quick question. Is this the business name? And then say, hey, this is Shakib. Just wondering, during peak hours or when you're out on jobs, do calls ever hit voicemails? And wait for them to answer. If they say we're fine, we don't miss calls, well, that's great. Most plumbers that I talk to say the same thing first, but when they actually check their call logs, they're surprised. One guy found 17 missed calls in a week, and he didn't even know about. But hey, if you're covered, you're covered. And then if they say yeah, they miss calls, out of curiosity, roughly how many calls would you say go to voicemails in a typical week? So you want to get them to admit that they're missing calls. Um, and if they do that, and the tough part is that's not just missed calls, that's revenue, and money going to whoever picks up next. What if those calls get answered automatically, booked on your calendar, and just shows up to the work, and you just show up to the work? So this is where the pitch is. Once they agree to that, I built something that does exactly that. I can show you how it works in 10 minutes, or I can text you a number right now. You can call it. It'll answer like a receptionist for your business, which sounds better. And if you can get them to call it on the spot, that's amazing. Like they'll see how it works, and then you can possibly get on a 10-minute Zoom call or something. But the goal is, if they're not interested, if you want to send them the number or email, and then the goal is to set up an appointment about 10 to 15 minutes where you go over the demo. So the script is important, but it's really about alternating and finding what works. I'm going to be testing different scripts and keeping an update. Once you're in the demo, this is how usually demos go. You want to first establish rapport. So find something in their environment that um, show that you're present, like call something out, hey, nice lamp, or hey, how's the weather in Chicago? Heard it's really cold there right now. You want to build rapport, show that you're human, build trust. You want to establish the, what do they call it? Is it alpha frame or something? Alpha frame. So this is where you set the expectation for the call. Basically, I'm going to ask you a few questions about your business. I'm going to see where the problem is, and then I'm going to present my solution if it feels like something that would help you. Does that make sense? And then you go on. You want to first get them to answer a few questions like how many calls they're missing a week. Let's say they say, hey, I'm missing about 5 calls right now, and that leads to about 100 calls a month. So, hey, John, you're missing 5 calls. That turns to about like 100 calls a month. How many would you say of those calls are actually we're looking for work? Let's say he says even like 40% of those, probably more, but let's say 40 of them. And if they're a plumbing company, average price ticket, let's say, would be like 700 to like $1,500. So if they're like missing 40 missed calls from potential customers, that's like around like what, 30 to $60,000 that uh that they're missing. So if you can show them that, what I have is an ROI calculator that I created. Um, so let's say proposal. No, I cannot type. Okay, so I have an ROI calculator that I created. Basically, shows them how the same math. If they can see that they're missing out on this money, and then they agree to it. It's like, hey, John, so if you said you miss around 40 customers a month. That's like, you said the least price or lowest price is around 700 to 1,500. That's like 20 to 60K. Would you say like if you can fix that for 297 a month, um, would it make sense to get this? And that's like no brainer for them. Like if they can see the math and they agree that they're missing this many calls because they're the one who said it, not us, it's a no-brainer offer. You add maybe a website for them, like a AI website or a Google review campaign, and that's game over. They'll increase the retention. So that's the plan for the demo call. You get this script and you aim to get hit those metrics, then yeah, AI reception is a hot offer. It's working right now, and there's a lot of money to be made on this market. You know, someone said, if you're not selling anything, sell something, and right now is a good time to sell AI. But it's not about shiny object syndrome. It's really about sticking to it. Give it at least 3 to 6 months, or even a year. Treat it like a real business. Track everything. Track your calls. Track your revenue. Track everything. Um, and then there was something else I wanted to show as well. Oh yes, so when you book an appointment and you want to increase the show rate, you want to get the show rate to at least 70 to 80%. You want to make automation for appointment reminder. So that means whenever you booked a demo for any customer, once the demo is booked, you want to set the trigger to demo booked, um, or in the calendar, whichever calendar you created. There's a lot of tutorials in my channel on how to create or set up GoHighLevel. But once you set up the calendar, you set it as a trigger. It sends an email confirming the first email confirms the appointment time, and everything. And then what you want to do is wait. You want to wait for the appointment time, and then one day before you want to send another SMS and email saying, "Hey, um, just a quick reminder, we have a call tomorrow, and reply yes to confirm. If anything comes up, no problem, we can reschedule." And then you want to send another one before 5 hours before the appointment. So um, just making sure that this is automated so you don't have to do it manually. But I would recommend also call them on the day of the appointment. Also, do not do appointments anything above like 48 hours, just because in between the first 2 days, that's when the lead is most hot, and you want to send them like information, send them articles, send them like videos, why they need to do this. Um, make them warm as possible for your call, and yeah, that's that. So go ahead, take some action. Enough watching videos. Let's get this, and thank you so much for watching.